Welcome. Today we will discuss one corollary, that is, show that the angle bisectors of a parallelogram form a rectangle. We have to prove that. Let us take one parallelogram ABCD. In this parallelogram, AQ is the angle bisector of angle A, BQ is the angle bisector of angle B, DP is the angle bisector of angle D, CR is the angle bisector of angle C. This we have to prove. In the textbook we have one method, but instead of that we will take one easiest method. I will show here. First of all, we have to draw the parallelogram. This is the parallelogram ABCD. We know that in the parallelogram the opposite angles are equal and the sum of adjacent angles is 180 degrees. So, from that I would like to take angle A is equal to 60 degrees. Then what will happen? If it is 60 degrees, then its opposite angle is also 60 degrees, because in the parallelogram opposite angles are equal and the sum of adjacent angles is 180 degrees. That is why angle A is 60, then definitely angle B will be 120 degrees, then its opposite angle is angle D. Both are equal. After getting this, we have to draw the angle bisector of angle A, that is, now we get 30 degrees, here 30 degrees, and angle B is 120 degrees. So, for this also we have to draw the angle bisector. Here we get, actually this is 120 degrees. So, we have to make it half, that is 60 degrees and 60 degrees, and take this as (30 degrees and 30 degrees), and here this is 60 degrees and it is also 60 degrees. Here we get P, Q, R, S. We can write PQRS is a quadrilateral. Actually, we do not know whether it may be a parallelogram or rectangle or a square or a trapezium, we do not know, but we can say it is a quadrilateral because it has 4 sides. So, I would like to take the triangle APD. In triangle APD, what are equal and what is the sum of the 3 angles of a triangle, that we have to write. So, first we should draw the figure. This is the triangle DAP. It is 60 degrees, it is 30 degrees. So, from this easily we can say that this definitely will be 90 degrees, but we have to write that. That is, why it is 90? Just think over it. Angle PDA plus angle DAP plus angle DPA is equal to 180 degrees, because sum of the 3 angles is 180 degrees in a triangle. So, angle PDA is 60 degrees plus this is 30 degrees plus angle DPA is equal to 180 degrees. So, angle DPA is equal to 180, 60 plus 30, 90. When you send this to this side, it will become minus 90. So, angle DPA is equal to 90 degrees. Now, angle DPA is 90. Then angle DPQ is also 90. Why? Because these two angles are linear pair. Angle DPA plus angle DPQ is equal to 180 degrees, since the two angles are linear pair, because the two angles are on the same straight line, that is why their sum is 180 degrees. Now itself we got this is 90. So, 90 plus angle DPQ is equal to 180 and angle DPQ is equal to 180 minus 90. So, angle DPQ is equal to 90. This we got. After getting this, we have to find one more angle RQP. So, to find this, we will take one more triangle, that is triangle CRB. CRB. In this triangle, again we will draw the triangle, that is CRB. It is 60, it is 30. From this easily we can say that, directly we can write, no problem, angle CRB is equal to 90 degrees, this one, because sum of these two is 90, definitely it will be 90, because the sum of the three angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So, we got it is 90 degrees, and we have to find angle SRQ, plus angle CRB is equal to 180 degrees, since the two angles are linear pair. Choose this one, angle SRQ, this angle CRQ, this angle, both are on the same straight line, that is why their sum is 180 degrees. So, angle SRQ plus angle CRB is 90 degrees, that is equal to 180. So, angle SRQ is equal to 180 minus 90, angle SRQ is equal to 90 degrees. Now, we got this angle is 90 degrees and this angle is also 90 degrees. If in a quadrilateral opposite angles are equal, then it is a parallelogram. We will write angle SRQ, this angle is equal to angle SPQ, 90. Therefore, opposite angles are equal. We can write SRQP is a parallelogram. Why it is a parallelogram? The previously we have shown that the two angles are equal, these are opposite angles. So, if in a quadrilateral opposite angles are equal, then it is a parallelogram. Yes. Now, we got SRQP is a parallelogram. In this parallelogram, one angle is 90 degrees. So, if in a parallelogram one angle is 90 degrees, then the parallelogram is called a rectangle. Now, we can write that SRQP is a rectangle. Why? Since one angle is 90 degrees, that is enough. Therefore, the angle bisectors of a parallelogram will form a rectangle. Actually, the question is, so that the angle bisectors of a parallelogram, sorry I have forgotten this, of a parallelogram form a rectangle. This is corollary 5. Let us discuss one more example. ABCD, these two are parallel lines and these are intersected by a transversal, its name is L, and the transversal is intersecting the parallel lines at P and R, and we have to prove that the quadrilateral formed by the angle bisectors between the parallel lines form a rectangle. This we have to prove. First of all, we will take angle APR, that is equal to, I am going to take as 60 degrees again. We will solve this by using the examples, that will be very easy. Angle APR is 60 degrees. If it is 60 degrees, then definitely these two angles will be 30-30, and angle DRP, this is also 60 degrees, since the two angles are alternate interior angles. So this RQ is also the bisector, that is why this will be 30 and 30, and angle RPB is equal to, shall I write it as 120 degrees? How can I write that? Angle APR plus angle RPB is equal to 180 degrees. Already we have known that, because the two angles are linear pair, that is why their sum is 180 degrees. From that I can write angle RPB as 120 degrees, and now we know that PQ is the angle bisector. So definitely this will be 60-60, and same angle CRP is equal to 120 degrees again. How it is 120? Because angle CRP is equal to angle RPB, since alternate interior angles. So RS is the angle bisector, that is why it will be 60, it will be 60. Check this once. Angle SPQ is equal to 90 degrees, that is equal to angle SRQ. Actually SPQR is a quadrilateral first. In this quadrilateral opposite angles are equal, that is why SPQR is a parallelogram. We will suppose it as 1, since equation 1 opposite angles are equal and one angle is 90 degrees, that is why SPQR is a rectangle, since angle SPQ is equal to 90 degrees. In a parallelogram, if one angle is 90 degrees, then it will be called as a rectangle. Like that we have to prove. This is one method. This is proved by using the example. In the textbook we have one more method, that means there the angles we do not know, only we have to write angle APR, angle DR, like that. Actually this is angle DRQ. Let us discuss one more example. ABC is a triangle. On this triangle we have to draw a median. Median means we should find out the midpoint of BC, that is D. I will write the definition. Median, the line segment joining the midpoint of one side and to its opposite vertex. Is called a median. So here I have found the median midpoint of BC, that is D, and I have to join the vertex. Now I get the median AD, and we have to produce this AD to E such that it will be equal to AD. That means the length of AD and the length of DE both are equal. Like that we have to extend or produce. So we can write AD is equal to DE. In the question itself it is given. Now we have to prove that A, B, E, C. Actually here B, E are not joined. That means we have to join. ABEC is a parallelogram, that we have to prove. To prove that, what should we have to do? First of all, we have to recall all the properties which we have known so far. Here D is the midpoint, that is why BD is equal to DC. Can we write? Yes, we can write. Let us take the two triangles. In triangles ADB comma triangle CDE, in these two triangles what are equal? I am writing BD is equal to CD. We should write the reason. Since AD is the median or D is the midpoint and AD is equal to DE, since it is given in the question itself, and angle ADB is equal to angle CDE. How? How can I write the both the angles are equal? I written this. How? These two angles are called vertically opposite angles. If two lines are intersecting, then the opposite angles are equal. They are called as vertically opposite angles. That is why angle ADB is equal to angle CDE. Write the reason. Since vertically opposite angles, we should record all the properties: SSS property, SAS property, ASA property and RHS property. Here it is not 90 degrees, that is why we have to omit RHS property. And next one, ASA property, there we have to know two angles, here only one angle we have known. That is why here we can go for SAS property. In the SAS property, the angle should be included between the two sides, then only we have to use SAS property. So here we are using the two sides and the angle between them is inclined angle, that is this one. So we can use SAS property. So I am writing by SAS property triangle ADB congruent to triangle CDE. If the two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding parts are equal. The corresponding parts are AB is equal to CE and angle ABC is equal to or ABD, no problem, because BD is the part of BC, that is why while writing the angle we can write angle ABD or angle ABC, no problem. Angle ABC or ABD, that is equal to this angle, angle DCE. These two angles are equal. Just recall one more thing. AB and CD are two lines, AB and CE are two lines and BC is the transversal, because this is intersecting the two lines at different points. Now itself we got that these two angles are equal. Actually these two angles are called vertically opposite angles are equal when the two lines are parallel. So I am writing angle ABD is equal to angle DCE, since from 1 and these two are the two angles are alternate interior angles. The alternate interior angles are equal only when the two lines are parallel. So now I am writing AB parallel CD. If in a quadrilateral one pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal, then it is a parallelogram. So I can write AB EC is a parallelogram, like this you should write. Okay, and for you the homework is you just finish the exercise 8.3. You can choose any method, but that method should be logical and appropriate to the question. Thank you.